podcast, radio and stuff.
Sibuyele studio ke namhlanje sihlele studio siswitche on ama camera ama microphone on kusho ukuthi sizoba nengxoxo emnandi siyakubingelela welcome to podcast radio and stuff igama lami nguNtokozo Tshapha ngihlezi ke ngingahambi ngedwa I'm always with the naughty boy uNtobeko Khulusi.
I don't know what makes me naughty, but yes, I am here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to it.
I will describe it ngochaza ngelinye ilanga.
Let's get on with it, Togozo. It's an exciting day today.
Yeah.
Because the first time we had this person in studio, we did a profile interview. We spoke about his career and everything that he has done and his political choices. But today we are here to talk about specific topics. So I'm really excited about that.
Yes. Yeah, namhlanje uhleze egqoke ibrand engichazayo yabo mangithi yangichaza ngoba uhleze egqoke ibrand ye political party yakhe. Nthina la sibuye sikhohle ukugqoka uPRS so kuzofanele sifunde kuyena ukuthi sihlezi nathi siuPRS
100%.
Yeah.
So we have the leader of Action SA in KZN, Mr. Zawele Mngcwangu. Welcome, my good sir.
Ngiyabonga mfethu Ntobeko naNtokozo siyajabula ukuthi sibuye la sasafika. It's always good to come back because kusho ukuthi uvumelekile uyamukelekile endaweni osofia kuyona and uyintokozo kuba nana ke.
No, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. Nokuvuma nje ukuzohlala nathi sisixoxe sibonga kakhulu. Intokozo ukhuluma ngokuthi uhlala ugqoka iskipa sibrand yakhe. Angazi noma wabonile nama Crocs ukuthi ayamesha wahamba wathi ngifuna lawa. Amesha iskipa sami.
Yeah, definitely. Ngibone ngena.
Lapho yawathekela uyazi.
Baba azi ukuthi uzowuthanda lo color. This is your favorite color.
Yeah, kumbe ngithekela nje nanka la lo khala lo. Ufanele.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for coming through. So in our chats today, we will be following three things in our discussion. We'll start with a hot topic at the moment where everyone is talking about illegal immigrants and the marches that are currently happening. And then we'll move on. We'll talk about the insourcing of securities, the two motions of insourcing of securities in eThekwini municipality. And the last thing that we'll talk about is local government elections that are coming in November. So it's an exciting day and exciting topics, and some of them are emotive because people have strong views. There's hardly anyone that is neutral about some of these topics that I've spoken about. Yeah. But the first part that we'll touch on is the illegal immigration and the marches that we have seen. Since I was young, I've always known ukuthi khona abantu bangaphandle South Africa, and it's always been known. Ngo 2008 kwake kwaba khona ukuvuka kwabantu bekhala ngokuthi khona abantu bangaphandle bakhuzwa very very fast kwathiwa that's xenophobia, stop it, and it was stopped. It happened again, I think it was in 2015, 2014. Again, kwaba khona ukuvungama. I remember that very well because ngangihlala eGoli and ngangihlala just at Jeepies Town, just behind Jeepies Town. So uyazazi ke zakithi kaZulu kuvungama lapho ngaleso sikhathi. Ngoba kuliwa nabantu bokufika. Again sakhuzwa kwathiwa it's xenophobia. But something is different this time around. Something is different with the marches and the messaging that we are hearing. What would you say, in your view, Mr. Mngcwangu, is different with what is happening now and what was happening back then that was called xenophobia?
Yeah, thanks. Mfaka baba mhlawumbe siqala ukuthi kahle in nature ngizokuchaza lokho in nature ayivumeli kube ne vacuum.
Okay.
Ngoba kwavula i vacuum something else will see a space. And at the same time, too much of something is not also good. Now, in this way, in our country, we've allowed a space sokuthi kunezinto thina as South Africans esivumele ukuthi sibe too relaxed kuzona, where abantu bebu opportunity. Now, as an example, uzobuka emalokishini, you'll find ukuthi first of all, even abantu bakithi who does plumbing, just a simple thing, plumbing, electricians, la abasebenza emalokishini akhuluma aba at high level, you will find ukuthi rare ukufika nje lawa mashu uthole a plumber walana was well known, active, ukwenza umsebenzi, and be reasonable as well in terms of pricing. Now, by not having abantu abaningi aba prepared ukwenza lo msebenzi njengaleyo, then it open a vacuum ngoba kufika oyedwa wase Mozambique or Zimbabwe akwenze lokho at a lower prices, and abantu abaningi bethi Zimbabwe not doing this. And then lo atshela abanye, there's a market here, you know, a space here, wozani, yabo, manje ngitheni khathi uvula khona bazongena. So we open a space. Same thing nama salons. Qala kube ncane kube ukuthi ama salon, yabo, abantu bakithi sometimes banalo ukuthi too relax, salon okay, yabona, I'm not going to do that thing, mina ngikuna enwela, yabona. And these guys, what they do is qala bengene, into yenzeka uyazi, there's a market here, because we thina siyakubona futhi yokunda, yabo, bangena babiza nabanye, I know ikhona market la, uyavula la lento eyenzeka ngamaspaza shops ukuthi afika ngene oqala athi no kuyasebenzeka la, abona kuyasebenza, aphinde baboza abanye ekhaya, hayi wozani, yabo. Now lento, because we've allowed it so much space, iyangena manje ezangena kakhulu. Okay, but here's the thing, I think njengamanje kwenzakalayo, despite singablame abantu ngokuthi bayekile nathi for so long, but the government as well, lento uye kakhulu isikhathi eside, ngoba ukuze umuntu azazongena avule business elokishini nase avule salon and all those things, kunemithetho fanele ilandelele. Now umbuzo khona ukuthi azangene ngaphakathi ezweni, where was the border management South Africa? That should be regulating abantu abangenayo. Now I think balekile sikhulume lokho mfowabo ukuthi nothing wrong with immigration. Immigration is a norm, and aliko izwe eliphila lodwa in isolation. You know, even those who are living in Ireland, you see a visit khona. Now aliko izwe eliphila in isolation, so which means vele kuzoba khona movement yabantu from this country to another country, also the trading as well. Even beyond trading, sharing of skills, you know, kunabantu abazongena bezofunda nje ema-university. South Africa have best universities, you know. Now you can't then stop immigration, but umuntu ongena ezweni lethu, there's laws that says mongena la, these are requirements. Nathi masiya kumanye amazwe, we apply for a visa, you get approved, uye lapho, all these processes ayenzeka kuyonke indawo. Now, but into ekhona ukuthi angikwazi ukusuka mina ngiyongena eNigeria if their laws are tight. Enforcement of the laws are there, even in this country, laws are there. It's an enforcement issue, because our question is clear: who comes in the country and how you come to the country. But the issues around enforcement. Now, I always make an example. Nigeria, I went to Nigeria not alone, so somebody in a group from legislature. When we got there, Masfika Airport, we had samba with a passport of the States, you know. More figure la payana one. Toqala babuza wena mongena nje airport. Before udlule kwi-border gate, kumele uveze ukuthi uze kwi-conference ekuphi, iphela nini, ulala kuphi, who authorized you, who gonna welcome you. Those documents kumele be in writing, signed by in Nigeria. Now, uma khona yodwa engekho yala, awudluli. That's it. Awudluli mfethu, awudluli. Yabo? Ngikhumbula kahle khona umhlonishwa nje esamba naye, he even lost imali yakhe because ayefuna i-documents ipiqole emakhwameni, sasibheka samubhela kuthiwa asikwazi ukudlula la. Yabo? Now, masifika ngaphakathi, i-embassy called us, iyala South Africa ke manje, ambassador, yasibriefa ukuthi guys, during a break conference manifike idolo, please make sure to carry your passports. Because la mofika lapha nibuzokubuza khona you may be asked for these things. So carry them. Yeah, we sure.
Sure.
Now, but the very same country when they are here, our law enforcement just allow it, no problem. Umbuzo khona ukuthi why mina emase Nigeria I must be briefed by our ambassador ukuthi please carry your passport. Ungahambisi noma kanjani lana wana ukho safe but make sure ukuthi nama documents la unawo ephaketheni lakho so that in case ukwazi ukwaveza yabo. But we don't do that. Ngikhuluma ngokuthi siya lapha only for maybe 1 week. Yabo ngikhuluma ngolohlala unyaka 1 week. Now so it goes back to issue of enforcement. Now the government they failed South Africans by allowing amabhoda ukuthi avuleleke kakhulu kungena uma ubani enza kwenzayo. Uzokhumbula Samie out of naivety many people criticize ungangezwelakhe. Umdlomba raised this thing of maybe it's a context on how it was raised, but he raised this issue of so many foreigners in the country and how this is dangerous to our country. More remember kumbula kahle kwaba nama Human Rights Commission eyazaxolise kana mina ngikhumbula
That was 2015. Yes. Yes, lokwenza 2015.
So now that's a wisdom of someone who's elder. Now this someone ophile ngeyikhathi la khona South Africans will go to exile. Yeah, understand? There was this exchange in Africa. But he was seeing no man. This is too much. It's more than what we can stomach as a country. But when he raised it, kwasuka bona or clever blacks. But you are being xenophobic, what not, and the Road to Commission and the Commission keep a report with police and all those things. But now we're at a point where government is unable to deal with the situation. Ukukhumbula na abantu akumele ubeke beze too angry, because if abantu feel ukuthi no one is prepared to listen to us, it's nature again. It comes to amandla. Okay, fine. I've tried to communicate and no one is listening to me. Now, for example, there have been marches and government is silent. Magune march because, for example, I wanna march in march. I've been there from day one, for example.
Sure.
The first march, when we marched to City Hall, we were expecting the mayor to come out to memorandum. Asangaphumu mayor ilande. Second march, we expected the premier to come. Never came. That march, we were expecting all the stakeholders to come. They will all send maybe junior officials. Now, here's the thing. You send these memorandums, no one respond. What didn't happen? People are getting agitated. Because now they feel like, but no one is really willing to listen to us. What's the point? Because we believe as a country, marching is a way of raising your voices peacefully, but you expect someone to listen to you. But when abantu feel, we can march, but no one ever listen. I think as Action SA, for example, in council, we moved 2 motions or 3 motions in relation to economic migration. One motion, for example, was around to say, let's ring-fence the shops. I remember that motion. We proposed to ring-fence the shop, and we said, it must be reserved. You must pass a bylaw. Because the city can pass a bylaw. Pass a bylaw that says all spaza shop in Durban must 100% owned by South Africans.
Sure.
That motion couldn't pass because other parties felt they don't support the idea. That's one. 2, we move a motion that said, let's have a unity within the metropolis. This unity also work closely with Home Affairs, SAPS, where we're saying this unit will be responsible solely to deal with economic migration within the city of eThekwini. And we made it clear that the unit izosiza ekutheni ibe nama-direct intervention on a day-to-day basis. Isebenze lesimo lesi. Angithi ma-proposa into enjengaleyo, you are saying, let's have this law within the municipality, have this unit ezokwenza lo msebenzi ngendlela lawful. Because remember, Tina, as a party, we believe we must address issues lawfully. We don't believe in anarchy. Now, but the city again, ANC didn't want that motion. They removed the motion from the agenda. In fact, it was in council to be debated. It was got removed. Now, that motion, when we realized, actually, you know what, this thing may get it off hand. Ingaqali nje la mash la anodlameke manje ke yaqala manje. Ingaqali. But sesibone ukuthi no, imoya iyanyuka. We then said we move on the motion. The last motion say move. And this motion was saying we propose let's have a stakeholder engagement. Let's have a stakeholder engagement as include amaphoyisa, Home Affairs, border management, Metropolis, the product leadership in the province, and Marsh and Tutula. And we said this conference must come up with resolutions as what how do we deal with the issue of illegal immigration collectively? Because we believe ukuthi lento sifuna sonke mesibambisana.
Sure.
But again, that motion was never even debated. It got to council. It passed all the test from Speaker's office to legal. When it got to a council meeting, the IFP raised some silly issue on the motion, and they asked the motion to be deferred again. Now, you ask yourself, why these parties don't want to address this issue? Now, here's a problem. Angithi manje you've tried to create this platform. Enzokhuluma khona and stakeholders come together and engage. Then you deny that platform. What then happens? Abantu are getting angry.
Sure.
Because there's no platform to engage. Because right now, issue iti. Okay, labantu abagcina imigwaqo abazonelimi. They've got leaders who are leading them. But leaders are saying, but no one is prepared to listen to us. So now, what do we do? Asingene ngendlakadla ke manje ke. Yingakho sokune-anarchy eyenzakalayo. But
Sure.
What is happening today could have been avoided if government, njengoba ngiqala ekuqaleni from opening ama-border kuzobe namhlanje. Nanokuthi we can't really fool ourselves ukuthi just by opening borders we are building one Africa. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because even those who were in exile from South Africa were not there uvula ama-saloon. They were there because they were in exile, you know. But why thina asylum seekers asefika lana azinze? Asylum seeker means ngizobhaca yabo ngiyaliwa ezweni lami. But now most of these countries akuliwa.
Sure.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So, Mr. Mngwango, let's say movements lawo enzakalayo aba successful. Siyavuka one day all illegal immigrants are work in South Africa. What is it that we are hoping to achieve? What would be the benefits of that to us as South Africans?
You know, ngale area ngakhuluma ngendaba ye-space and vacuum esicreatile. Maybe angi throw it down to issue of umnotho.
Sure.
Because we've got the highest unemployment rate in this country and you've got poverty in this country. But we've got resources as well. The country is rich. So meaning the fact that foreigners can open shops, bazaar shops, saloons, they can do a lot of businesses in South Africa. Means there's money. No one can stay in this country. Now, I always say, if we move someone from owning a spaza shop in the township, let's get someone or South Africans to occupy the spaza shop, because the fact to go to build a spaza shop, it is run by a foreigner, illegal foreigner running a spaza shop. Mom keep a spaza shop. Then kunabantu who are consumers, right? Who've been buying from this person.
Sure.
These are individuals. Abazolwa ukuthi where do I buy sinkwa manje? Makusa lo muntu lona. You understand? So meaning there is a market already. Yabo. So the fact lo muntu uhleli lana uzinzile kusho ukuthi ikhona imarket. What do? You bring South African to occupy this spaza shop. What happens in lo muntu masengenela sithayisela ekhaya. Yena usene business. From that only family, meaning usene income azoba nayo. Then it means the family of 5 it's out of poverty space. Then you move around my spaza shop ngoba mangaka nje. You go to saloons, you go to Oplamba, you go to all these people. So as they leave the country, we must occupy, because as they leave, especially space, that space and by not occupying it strongly. But also our government failed us by allowing these people to come so level. Because any municipality have to pass bylaws. We can't expect the constitution to be specific on everything. You know, sure. That is why it allows Omaspala to pass laws about the Omaspala labo. Now omasipala nabo have a jurisdiction yokuthi bekwazi ukudweba uline yabo. Now for example, come here go Mashu nakoNtuzo manako Mlazi emalokishini. Uthola ukuthi kunomuntu nje umgwaqeni kwi pavement ne container. Where's the bylaw enforcement? Yabona ne container kwaqele ne container. Now, but the very same government, what happened is busy removing our own mothers. But I go market. You understand? But I go market, and every now and then they get chased away.
Sure.
From selling, who was trying to make a living. But now, ngiyengala enanda in rank enanda kunama container, you can go there anytime. If someone want to go, they can go and see what I'm talking about. Kunama container rank lapha ngala on the side of the police station. Moya kona lapha yana. It's all foreigners. Ekugcineni kwe container, last container kune spaces ngale le ndawo nje ubona bachama abantu kuyona ingcolile. Ngumama utasa ama aphula utasa ukudla, yabo. Uyadayisa. So I went there ngakhuluma naye a few days ago. Uyangitshela ukuthi kunzima ngoba kwesinye isikhathi kunoma icustomer lifika lifuna ukuthenga lizokunika umchamo. Very cheap. Akana space ukudayisa. But the spaces are available are owned by foreigners. Ngifuna ukuthenini ke it doesn't mean wonke umuntu lazy. Yabona? So umbuzo khona ukuthi ke why government can't say lo mangohleli lapha yana. Lama container la we need to have locals. Noma lo ngala abuyezela ngoba uyambona interest ukwenza business. It's not ahlele ekhaya. Awulandile umuntu ohlele ekhaya ngenza ilutho. Kunomuntu la who lose customers, meaning by losing customers can't feed the family yakhe. But this illegal foreigner ohleli kwi container is feeding his family ekhaya kubo.
Yeah.
Just I have a follow-up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a follow-up as well. So
Okay.
just a quick one, sorry man.
Okay.
Just a quick follow-up. You said previously we left space. We left space. Bang bizana, bangena, basvala leso space. How sure are we, or what evidence do we have ukuthi once sibaxoshile aba illegal bashiya le space esasishile thina ukuthi sizokwazi ukuzivala noma ngubuze kanje lo mbuzo, what plans do we have ukuzivala le space uma besebesishiyile ama saloon abantu abagundayo emakhanda oplumber whatever abakwenza njengamanje? Are there plans? How are you going to close that space?
Ndobeko, I think into economy bethu ukuthi these kind of conversations are educational. We need more of these kind of conversations because abantu need awareness. Yabona? Kunabantu so relaxed. Njengoba ngisho kuthina kunomuntu ohleli phekwe gold ukuthi you know what? Haw, makhamba le phone noma ngena mina yazingenza something. Yabo? So I'm saying khona izinto okumele siyibuke nje kulula. Let's have these conversations. I had a meeting with some of the guys who are doing business khona konanda nakoNtuzo who came to me talking about their issue with illegal foreigners asengena kule ndaweni. So what I said to them, do you guys understand how these guys are beating you in business emalokishini? One, the issue of back buying. These guys are not competing, they complement each other. Nina inka yeni compete. Don't complement each other. In this way, I said to them, in my other life of business, because I'm in a bigger scale, I'm prepared. Uguti, how do I then assist you? Uguti, mina mangenza our mama orders, I also supply you at no interest. So meaning, because I'm able to buy in bulk, how about I supply you as well so that you can compete with these guys? Because when I opened the business, I was able to kill without fighting, through competing with them, through the price and strategy, the administration implemented in the business. I can tell right now, next to my business, kunzima for foreigners to run those businesses because customers can see value because I'm selling value than just a product. So people want that. But thina inkinga yethu, you'll find ukuthi abantu are rushing to make high profits. Kanti you need to sustain the business over time, but also a strategy to compete. Yabo. So engicabanga ukuthi ke abantu bakithi, if we can start having more of conversations talking about business and also the conversation of business, ayikwazi ukuthi njalo ngokucabanga ibusiness ucabanga ukuthi into ohlango oluthize.
Yeah.
Let's start talking about businesses, black people. Then so that the question yakho, answer is shake. If labantu abayahamba, what then happens? Because once you have a conversation, ezothena, how do we start to create the mindset of entrepreneurs, not entrepreneurs? Because right now, in mindset yabantu bakithi is so much concern about tenders, not trying to be out there and start businesses that can sustain itself, sustain you and the family. So unabantu umuntu uma kuthiwa ikhona invoice nkulunkulu wami kulamba ingane ekhaya kuyahlusheka kuyakhala kudliwa imoto uyabona thola umuntu into have been in business as a tender, millions passing his account, never thought of investing on something ezokwenza this money rotate every month. But umuntu all they do uthola amatender taking imoto abizu 6 to 10 owning a car more than 2 million rand for what for what. But le mali abantu uyifake somewhere ezomenza 30,000 rand a month or 30,000 rand a month ncane then imali seyijwayele yena kodwa lo mali can pay electricity, can pay school fees. So when days are dry, you know ukuthi lento le ingane zami ziyakuwa esikoleni kunabantu intokozo othothina inke khona mayeke kwaphela amathenda nje kwathiwa akhokhile invoice for 3 months, for 6 months inkinga ekhaya kuphuma ingane private school yabo indaba abantu bakithi are not engaging on business. I think nje njengoba ngisho ukuthi mina I wish ukuthi na these kind of platforms enu abe na more of these discussions so that security awareness kubantu ukuthi you know how we defeated apartheid. It was through continuous engagement, sensitizing abantu about the problem of this system asinayo. It wasn't just overnight. It took time. Ngoba ingane is struggling with akonto ngavela usuke manje ukuthi start a revolution. No. You start engaging. Buka namanje. You know ukuthi na eqala uJacinta the Machine March. Iqala abantu didn't take it seriously.
Sure.
Lona nje uyibhorekele mhlawumbe ingoba exoxa emsebenzini ubitha yabona basho dlala abantu abaningi and even mamash abebhra ku social media nje hayi siyanibona sinani yabo abanye bemarket futhi yabo. But through this kind of continuous campaigns abantu asathi usi how yabe singane ipikangane le because abantu abaningi don't understand ukuthi if someone is here in the country illegally so sihleli na equipment yala studio if equipment isho umuntu angaphandle ishathu ubamba itafula la mapho take my fingerprint we never find that person yabo. So now but the more you engage about these things abantu hold on how kanti kunje the more utshela abantu no kahle kahle umuntu open a business you need investment of 5 million rand. Are these people have 5 million rand ngoba sidayisalana nje bedayisa izinto zo 20 rand bani where is that investment come from? So abantu baqala bevula amehlo. So it took time namanje I can tell you ukuthi kusekhona abantu abangaunderstand into ye immigration its impact in our country, but slowly bazoqaba understand nale danger of it in our country. You know ukuthi na kunamazwe asemaningi la eSouth Africa that is so difficult mathiwa there is a war. We've seen ama wars siyabona kwenzakani kona ngani ko Ukraine and Russia. Now kunzima ukona nesitha sesine base within your own country. Kunzima because njengamanje kunamazwe asenabantu abaningi in our own country yabo, and war won't only come from countries overseas, even within Africa. Look at Sudan. Within Sudan they able to fight ngobuzwe ko Nigeria yabona kunezimpi zakhona nje within Nigeria yabona. Now it took how long kidnapping ingane lapha yana yabo. So that tells you ukuthi kunama wars within. So yamajina mathiwa there's a country within our own country esigcwele kakhulu lana elwa nathi. How do we defeat them? Sure. And where's with our army so weak at the moment? Very weakest point. It's not being known we are weak. You know, we can't even control even Amamash. Our law enforcement can't even control Amamash.
Sure.
Because we are weak. So I'm saying the impact corner, but slowly by as the more we engage.
Sure.
So I think we at some stage we will find a stage where abantu, and I'm glad some countries they ask about babebuye. But esingamele sikumukele ngifuna ukusho lokho ile ukuthi we can't start chasing just any foreigner. We must talk about illegal foreigners because kunomuntu who may be here legally. So njengoba ngisho we've got best universities. For example, the funded university, South Africans are state funded, portion it is you pay but no portion of government. but an international student pay more money than a South African student. So meaning it's a revenue to the university. So now, if you chase those students out, you're suffering, you're suffocating our university. So asicabanga nalokho ukuthi because someone before zofunda must have those papers.
Sure.
It means someone who is legal in the country. Why you must chase them away?
Sure.
So we must be careful of not being seen as we're against any kind of foreigner. We must also be clear ukuthi we don't want illegal foreigners in our country because we're the one who are dangerous kakhulu.
Sure.
Sembe kakhulu uzwakele nakulo kasekhuluma
So then you follow up.
yabo. Anyways, but let me stick to my original chain of thought. So ba u3 la sikhule ngokwanele
Yeah.
ukuthi lento engizoyibuza siyayazi. Sikhule la eSouth Africa ngizothi nje eKZN ama tuck shop akuyona into entsha.
Yes.
Itolo emalokishini akuyona into entsha bekuranwa ama South African.
Yes.
Ngingayibala la kwaMashu njoba sikwaMashu singayibala koMlazi koClermont njalo koNdwedwe singayibala itolo beziranwa ama South African. So have you as a leader Zuzwakele spend time trying to research and find out what went wrong? Because the very same shops ebekwesakaphewa ebekudumo lama Africa yabona sizibone zivalwa, right? There were times where beyivaliwe then kwase kuba ne wave
Yes.
of takeover eqhamukile after that, you understand? Yabo, so mawungacabanga nje uzozikhumbula zeza abanezikhathi la sivaliwe khona ayivaliwe, then kwase kuba nale wave yokuthi sibone zithathwa ngama foreign nationals. So what's really happened? Have you spent time to check ukuthi yini edala ukuthi zigcine ziphume ezandleni zethu as South Africans before sikhuluma indaba ukuthi zibuyele ezandleni zethu?
I think fortunately umbuzo was interesting because beyond politics I'm in the same space.
Yes.
I bought a business that was closed. And it was so close as well to be taken by foreigners. But uma ulandela uyabona man, this business used to do well. But for some reason it started to suffocate. Now ilete bengisho ukuthi I think part of the problem esinayo ukuthi remember baba bethu kwangumkhizo bani kwashezi bani ukuthi they were selling ngewisdom nje kaNkulunkulu ayibaba banayo uyakwazi ukudayisa abantu bamthanda emindaweni bathenga yabona. But there was never a thought yokuthi things are changing, yabona, things are changing. Example, today abantu look at doing before they buy a product. And abantu are also price sensitive kakhulu. There's so much competition now. Remember qaleni wona store nje ayingeni kakhulu ukuthi store isithize kwabani sidumile sakwabani la ongithenga la ekhaya, yabo. And things are changing, yabo. Now yonke lonto leyo uthi kwesinye store sibhostwa ukuthi kholwa kusona tuzakhola.
Yes. Ngiyakhumbula impela, yes. Ngikhumbula kahle, yes.
Uma kusuka labantu abaholayo lo mnozo wesitolo akasawucabanga ukuthi how do I then look at the market ukuthi okay, this was a catalyst to my business. Now I say what do I do? Yabona, how do I move? And I was selling this product. Things are changing. Abantu ezikhasamba thanda ezinye izinto ezishintshile nani. How to transform from that to kokunye. But okunye ke nabanje abantu abamnyama generally, I think sometimes abantu afuna support kwesinye isikhathi when sokunabanye abantu abakwazi ukubalutha ngento elula, yabo. Kodwa njengoba ngisho khona ezincane uthola ukuthi bafika nayo lapha uthola the story esidasakusona uyabona nje ngeexample when I took over ubaba wala engathi ngakhona isitolo one of the things ayingayifuni wayefuna ucash afuna ikhadi yabo ngoba umuntu ubeen 38 years now when living in times abantu bathu card basaphatha cash yazi mesihlo ngikhuluma ukuthi na for the first time in that business abantu can use card was my time. Let's just show the practical example yokuthi just by introducing into ezothi no here now you can swipe your card kuthi abantu afuna cash but yena ubekhola kakhulu ukuthi ayibone imali hard cash count when ayivumele icard yabo now for example abantu would go to foreign spaza shops beyokhipha khona imali ngani ngoba ama-spaza shop ufika lapha bekwenzela cashback extra yabona what I did mina I introduced ATM
Okay.
yabo now I've got ATM there's no extra charge because just a normal charge ATM also a charge abantu will move abantu beye ngalana beyothenga i-airtime ama foreign afika extra angazithatha malini extra more
Yes, yes, ngiyabona, yes, yeah.
so now you come and say okay fine I've got a system of easy pay you just come and buy airtime ka 5 rand or 5 rand wakho
Sure.
yabo no extra charge so ngicela ukuthi these are the things that requires innovation in business engicabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe nezingane angisho la futhi enye into ekhona challenge ngifuna uphendula umbuzo ngendlela eqondile nezingane zabantu abamnyama ngicabanga ukuthi nanti ukuthi ubaba asebenze nje besithi ingane kufanele ziyofunda zona ziyenza ukuthi nokuthi also create a problem ingazi ziyofunda must go and study something to grow the family business so it can sustain because ubaba hamba bakhathale yabona so how other nations beat us mawuthi anaka the business become ihlala sekhaya ushalandela after 50 years utiyabheka yaqala ukhokho bani but akasisuke kwifamily lokho it kwifamily and I think there's a problem esibe nawo thina ukuthi uma ukhumbula kahle ubuthothi izingane ezitolo kwathiwa ingane ingelipheka mnandi leyo mzulwana ingathiwa rich what they do ingane zakhona ukuthi ikasiningi zihamba njengoba udokotela obani they leave the business they go and do other careers because like kwazi ukuthi for you to succeed you must go and do these professions very good and no one will study from ubaba baba wenze kanjani futhi run this business for 40 years and mina where do I take it from here because makhamba ubaba no one understand the business better life family because wonke umuntu hamba uyothatha icareer yakhe yabo so ngicabanga ukuthi enye izinto ebe challenge kakhulu ukuthi phela obaba bethu have to pass a bet to someone on interest yabo now enye into ekhona ukuthi angithi umuntu usebona usefundile useraso nemali wenzani esuku lokushini it's not my place here yambo ehlala emhlanga ehlala kuphi ngiyaza buyo ehlala rani spaza shop elokushini ngiyenza into leyo this is happening
Sure.
yikho collapse the businesses ngoba phela omkhulu nomama reach a point where they are getting tired and someone must take it further mawuthi uyabheka amabhizinisi abelungu uthothi na ubaba washiya la mhlawumbe line turnover ka 100,000 if ingane ithathe back 1 million next generation ithathe 10 million today mhlawumbe sisele 1 billion kodwa manje uyabheka history yakhona turnover was like 100,000 yabo but manje it's 1 billion turnover business because if family got attached to the business
Sure.
and they were clear in terms of the strategy of growing the business so I think not as black people we need to learn from that ukuthi yebo ingane must go and study but einganeni esikwezi khona ekhaya akube because lo wena I will pass a bet into you so mawuhamba uyofunda hamba ufunda into enhlenze this business go into accounting whatever ufuna ukwenza ezokuba ikhosi business
Sure.
Okay. So singasho ukuthi ke so silimale ngokungabi nayo continuity plan.
yes big time
Okay. All right.
big time
Yeah.
because mawubheka amabhizinisi amaningi because amabhizinisi amaningi awile abulawa ukuthi babe semdala ufika esitolo usaqhuqa uhamba kanje ubaba azikho ingane ayizalayo azikho la esitolo yabo ufika khona sewumkhulu yabo so now asenayo le innovation
Yeah.
of bring new ideas
Sure.
because laba ngalana ba computer manje bafika la ngoba mawubheka le genge lena mayifika ayifika ngaqala ngene ezitolo ifika ama container nje yathi ikishaka into ezincane nje yabo all we needed is young people to get involved in family businesses and grow these businesses and they can do better enye into ekhona njena I think we need to change even our curriculum in a way where it teaches someone to a level of entrepreneurship from high school level. Start thinking about businesses singaproduce abantu abafuna ukusebenza sonke isikhathi yabona let's produce abantu who are prepared to grow businesses, create jobs.
Yeah.
Yabo.
But then Zokeleke, are we then ready? If now, going back to what Ntobeko asked earlier on, all foreign nationals, if usikhuluma ngeyama-tuck shop, leave the tuck shop space.
Yeah,
Are we ready to take over in that space?
I think now yes. I think now I've seen a lot of young people who have NH to business. I've seen a lot of people who have NH. Look how many people are applying for AMA spaces or Maspala to run businesses. It tells you.
Okay.
Look of young people who have business plan. You go to this useless entity to Msobo, for example. I see in Manch. You go there. How many business plan about now? That tells you that many people have NH. You go to primo kudlala ngabe niyo support imali support yabantu abasha inika ama-comrade wala magcineni, but you go there and see how many CVs and how many applications are there from young people.
Sure.
Have ideas, that tells you you have young people now.
But are these business ideas in line with that space that would be created? Because now you are talking about business ideas that are with the NYDA, business ideas that are in different offices. But are these business ideas talking to that space created? Because mina having a business idea, Yagwa IT, doesn't mean I have interest to run a shop.
Mhlambe asihlukanise the business person and entrepreneur.
Okay.
Because a business person will only look at, I've got this idea and I want to do this idea. But entrepreneur will say, I have this idea, but here's an opportunity. I'm going to call this opportunity. There's entrepreneurship. Because entrepreneurship is about getting a space to close a space. You see the gap, you go there. This is why many entrepreneurs, you will find most of them have different portfolios. Why? Because whenever a bonus space, we are getting our shares. A bonus space, how now? Tengala. I'm over entrepreneur. We never say, I lo mundu uhleli lapho nje ukwa mining. No. What's mining? What's construction? Ulapha, supply, that's entrepreneurship. Because you see the need as an entrepreneur, you see the solution. There's a problem, solution. So now, if there's a problem, entrepreneurs, maning, will close the space because there's a problem of zinc. Someone must supply zinc. There's entrepreneurship. So, hence I'm saying, if we start to talk about entrepreneurship at a lower level and we get more young people, but I can tell right now, there are many entrepreneurs out there. We just have to create opportunities, but also allow them a space because anything they're funding. It's a big problem because you may have best ideas, but without funding, it's difficult. It's so difficult. I'm telling you, a simple example. When I started a business, you need an ATM. I made a small ATM. You know what happened? One bank, I won't mention the bank. You go to the bank, they tell you, you must have a 2-year turnover for us to start even engaging. But I'm saying, but ATM is going to be a catalyst in this business. I need it now. I don't have 2 years experience. I have no turnover for 2 years. But I'm telling now, I need this ATM. They will say, no, we can't talk. You know what happened? They said, you must have a turnover of more than 500,000, even after 2 years. 500,000
per month.
Per month, yes.
Okay.
So for them to entertain you, you know what happened? I went to another company, helped by a friend, Sakoka, Bank for the ATM. The very same big bank. I went to a company, I'm going to big bank, young for the ATM. When I went within 6 months, and get this bank, unfortunately, most transaction.
Bayawabona ukuthi enzeka
kuphi. And they can see turnover. It's far from what they were expecting. What they were asking me, would you give in 2 years' time? They came back. They're begging me to put ATM. I said no. I said no. These ones are servicing me. I'm fine. So, but in Zamukhombisa Ogoti, again the industry, how it's so difficult for someone to enter. So these red tapes anganakiwe afuna ukulungiseka because now njengoba ngisho these are big banks acindezela mawungena let alone ukuthi you can't even get the capital to start a business because every day you can have these ideas. For example, you can have ama-tuck shops, ama-spaza shop avulekayo. Yabo. People need capital to start. But as I was saying, we just need to have collaboration ukusebenzisana. Because some of these guys, when they come here, not only banemali. Bayabizana woza ngizokusetha mina nge-capital. Qala lapha nawo ubungibona.
Yeah.
Nathi as abantu abamnyama, can we start doing those things? You're okay, fine. I've done it. No, go and start your business. I'll supply this and this and this and this. You go and start. And then let's see. Nanokuthi enye into efuna siyifunde ile yokuthi mawune idea ungasabi to share profit nomunye umuntu.
Sure.
Because khona ukuthi wena look I like your idea but I want 60% of stake in this business. I'm giving you money. I want 60% of stake. It's okay. Start a business. Start somewhere. It is to start something. Then uthi 50-50, 60-40. You understand?
Yeah.
Who would give you money for free? No one.
Yeah.
So I think the mindset, it is abantu abamnyama we need to change. Ucabanga ukuthi no one will give you my handout.
Sure.
Umuntu makunika imali yakhe nofuna security
Something in return,
and something in return. But it's better than nothing. Because umuntu kufica ungenalutho unika something. I'm not saying you must exploit abantu abangenalutho. Yeah, there must be also balance. We also avoid exploitation. But at the same time, don't sit back. No, I would give you a capital, but I want shares. Just an example. But I'm not out the business. Yeah, my gig, I'm an
You know, Zwakele, what you are saying, khona igroup engikuyona yamachitha bebekhuluma about the exact same thing. Ukuthi sometimes thina as abantu abamnyama sike sifune ukuthi kube yami yonke into 100%. Kunokuthi kunokuthi ngifuna omunye umuntu usazongisiza ngincamela ukuthi ingaqali kwaqala ngoba ngibona ukuthi mabe ngisherisha then senginika omunye umuntu opportunity, whereas mhlawumbe ubuye sherisha ubuzokwazi ukwenza even way more than what you were going to achieve uwedwa. But I want to go back to our discussion now. This is the last question I'm asking on this one, on illegal immigrants. Then we will move on to another theme. And I'll ask this question in a way that I would like you, Mr. Mngango, ukuthi ukhulume nawo wonke umuntu obukayo njengamanje. Sinabantu abahlukene ababukayo njengamanje. Kukhona umuntu othi hayi lento yozwakele no Jacinta. Umbhedo.
Yeah.
Bazinophobic.
Yes.
Baxosha abantu ababafuna abantu abawafuna ama-Africans. Abatarget ama-Africans, abakhulumi nabelungu, it's only Africans. What do you say to that person? There is a person who's saying, yazi ngiyabezwa, ngiyayizwa lento abayishoyo and ngiyayibona ngoba it doesn't make sense ukuthi kungaba khona abantu abahamba la eSouth Africa bengekho documented, and labantu njengoba adusho mangabe benza ubugebengu abakwazi ukutraceka. Yes impela badinga ukuhamba kodwa akumele sihambe siyoshaya bona. Kumele sikhulume no government wethu, sidile no government wethu, uyena oyinkinga, uyena kumele sidile naye. So uma ngabe sesibhekisa kulabantu sesenza inkinga engenzeke interpretwe as xenophobia kumuntu obukile. Bese kuba khona umuntu othi ayilimeze yetshini. Njengamanje sikhathele, this is where we are, let's deal with it. Earlier on when you was talking uthe amamashi anodlame. And sometimes we do see videos amanye ngenze ukuthi ama video amadala, because there are people who are waiting for something to happen out of March and all the matches. Bese nako sanchela kanti sikubona nje ngomfana lona who sadly passed away at Cape Town. Abanye bebethi amanye ama reports athi mashi, amanye ama reports athi khona altercation bexatshana nje kanjalo. But bubona I don't want to say my celebrations, but some those who are against the matches who are saying, Nakok, these are the results of the matches. So you've got those three people. In summary, abantu abathi ngiya-understanda kodwa indlela ekwenziwa ngayo angivumelani nayo asiye government wethu. Abantu abathi ayikho lento kuzondwa nje abantu bokufika kuzondwa abantu base-Africa bese kuba yilabantu abathi azilime ziyitsheni sikhathele njengamanje. What do you say to those three people who are watching right now?
I think first of all, I'll answer a question this way. We must first understand all sides. Yokuthi lo muntu othi abahambe uqhamuka to what context. Yilo oba defendayo uqhamuka in what context. I'll make an example. Kunabantu just follow the iningi. There's a group of people. Abathi hayi mina ngihamba nobani ngoba ubani ngiyakholwa kuyena. Mayithi against imarch and march nozwakele hayi ngihamba naye ngoba yena usho kanje. Kube nabazothi hayi uzwakele just into aba right. Akazi why be right. Kube naba understandayo the impact of this. Now ngifuna ukuyala kunama scenarios ngitheni wena ngithe kunomuntu othola ukuthi fafa icontainer right emgwaqweni le container lena inani inogesi. Why kunjalo? Yakhiwe at the back of omunye umuzi. This person ola lo muzi uthola imali ngalomuntu la. Yebo? Now bonke labantu ababalana they renting somewhere indawo yokuhlala. So now unama beneficiaries azobuka ukuthi hanzongilambisa manje. Yabo? I had interaction nomunye usoma business urani security company. This guy une company that protect these bazaar shops. Right? Now, into ke ithi, how do you address this complex issue? Ngoba remember, uma wena ufika uthi uzola naleli foreigner kwi-bazaar shop, yena he's contracted to protect this person. They're making money out of it. Now, imali ke ayazi document, imali. So, how then should handle these things? Into it, nothing ala must understand this side. Hence I was saying, asibe sensitive of these things ukuthi uma uthi ukhipha in illegal foreigner kule ndawo le. How do you have a plan in place ezothi wena ngoba you provide security kule ndawo le. Ngizongena njenge South African la. But you continue providing security. Because uma gathela ba South Africa kwathi bugebengu. Can come from anyhow, from anyone. Now, lo muntu lo in a chain. How do you make sure ukuthi nalona o benefita kule space ubeke benefit? Azongena lodayisa. Lo mnikazi o landlord walo muntu lona. Vela interest to take over this shop well maybe. When ungena umrentele phela naye lo. Then there's continuity ezoba khona. So no one then suffers. So that requires those engagement. Remember I said earlier, we must have those conference engagements that look at this solution. So practically, how do you make sure that Aban Soto? Because right now, we are now fighting each other. You know? So, but all in all, we need leadership. Leadership must provide leadership. Because right now, I can tell you, we have a crisis of leadership in our country. Leaders can keep quiet, go nagala. You know, this thing yokuthi because ngifuna kulento yokuthi na kunabantu opportunistic. And by nature, abantu bengenzi lutho, they enjoy anarchy. Ingakho nathi as leaders, must be careful of the language we use. Because uma ngithi mina siya kwaMashu, siya eNtuzuma, siya eNanda, kumele ngibe sure ukuthi ilanguage yami yasisakaza abantu ukuthi no asilapho kuyolo. Siyokwenzani? Because abantu opportunistic by nature. Abantu abahluphekile abayihlala emakhaya, bayibhorekele, enjoy anarchy. So yikho ngithi leadership ifuneka from both sides. Ukuthi provide leadership makwenze ukuthi abantu must be calm down. Yabo. Asingabi ingxenye nathi yokucause anarchy. So I'm saying the message to the leaders now, let's provide leadership. Either from government and from us who are being activists on the ground. We must provide leadership. Yokuthi, what is this fight all about? And government as well must respond to the calls. Ngoba yonke lento requires government intervention. Ekuthenini yini okumele yenzeke. You know, it was very strange. An example, ukuthi, there's a question in Parliament, and the question says, provide a list of members of Parliament who have a dual citizenship.
From Vuyo Zuma.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's a fair question. Why you decline to respond to the question? It's a fair question. Because that question was trying to probe the seriousness of the problem in our country. Nothing wrong. Because I won't take your OT just because you are there in Parliament and you've been here, now you're neutralized, you're South Africans. You can be once you have ideas South Africa and legally so. Mhlawumbe wazalwa abaparents akho bengale ku-exile babuya ubaningi abantu abazalwe ngaphandle bafethu abazalwa babana.
Sure.
Then it became South Africans because they were abazalwa South Africa.
Yeah.
Now, why then you move away from the principles of transparency and accountability? Such a question. What is then? You then provoke the thinking kubantu uthi no man kodwa ifihlwa la. So but all in all ngingathi mina the message kubantu bakithi impi esikuyona iseyinde ayizoba lula izoba yinde kodwa singakuvumela ukuchitheka igazi. Either way, not ukuliphi size singakuvumela ukuchitheka igazi. And there are many ways of exerting pressure to government. There are many ways, including the vote. Because the vote it's a right yokuthi government not doing into engiyifunayo. Then exercise your right yokuthi remove government peacefully. So there are many peaceful means and ways of removing government from power and those in government. So now into ekhona ukuthi njengoba ngithi all in all is around leadership.
Sure.
Yeah, I have two questions before we move on. The first one, based on what you have just said now, it's a follow-up. So do you guys as who are leading the fight against illegal foreigners in the country, do you have platforms that you use to educate people based on some of the things that you have mentioned? Ukuthi, who are the people who are legal? Who are the people who are naturalized, as you have just mentioned? You know, because I think the issue of foreign nationals in the country is very complex, and it's not limited just to black foreigners, just like you and I, sinama Chinese, sinamhlophe, sinamandia. But are people educated on these? You know, because I sometimes hear people commenting, ubone ukuthi ulwazi luncane. We understand? Or ukuthi what happens mangabe uNtokozo nomkakhe behamba beyohlala eGhana, ngiyenze example, bafike bathola ingane eGhana, then what happens then? Leyo ngane i-Ghanaian noma i-South African. So those are important things for people to understand.
But it comes back to government. Because government une responsibility to educate abantu. If you read a court case between uMasipala and HNSA on the issue of SWA eThekwini, judge was clear ekuthenini uMasipala have a responsibility to educate abantu nge-E. uMasipala ukuthi isukuthini maye above 250, isukuthini maye below. Uyabona? Ayisho ukuthi abantu kumele beyifundele. But uMasipala have a responsibility. In fact, they said uMasipala from now onwards must have a program of educating abantu and even communicating about these things. So meaning government only responsible by communicating in terms of constitution, only responsible to educate abantu. Now, all these things requires government to do umsebenzi wakhe in ensuring that they understand all these things. No mehluko wazo. Particularly not as leaders, for example. HNSA members, because I'm leading an organization. Yeah, one. Kumele kube our supposed leaders. That we do that thing. We educate our members. Again, example. When we do march, one thing that I tell our members when march, we are marching peacefully.
Okay.
What akali anarchy, remove yourself.
All right.
Maucha nag. I'm sorry when I was a man tabak nag look. Mina, I'm always in a march. But you tell me, have you seen me like an anarchy? Ngikona we march. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why.
Why?
Because as a leader, I have an oath, first of all, as a leader. You know, I must do things lawfully. So once it's unlawful act, I must remove myself from the scene. Yikho ngithi, whenever qala is an unlawful act, I remove myself. Because you can't control abantu asugcwele lapha. Ngishona amaphoyisa vele anyway. But bawenza kumphambi amaphoyisa sometimes. So what do I do as a leader? Which I can't then be finding myself in the space. So when I remove myself, the members hamba nami are removing themselves. Because as a leader, I'm commanding. Yikho ngithi, all the marches mina asuke ne-anarchy. Ngisuke ngikhona enkala. But you never see me makhona anarchy. Because I must read the mood. Udabona manje ke so kanje. This sin is not for me. So I must remove myself from this sin. But peaceful, yes. But anarchy, no. Yabo? So ngiqonda ukuthi there are things ofuneke, but as leaders, but these platforms as well. I think I must say you guys are doing well because these kind of platforms are creating that kind of conversations. It wasn't happening before, you know. And I think slowly, banning abantu who are now sensitized, even on the issues of immigration as a whole. Because abanye beche hayi makuthiwa nje abahambe sho bahamba wonke abantu. Uma started talking about ukuthi no, umuntu undocumented umuntu kanjani. Yebo, hoja documented. Yebo. So honjani lokuthiwa kumele ahambe kahle kahle. Yebo. Nanokuthi uyazi ukuthi if government, I can tell you right now, you know, if government can start enforcing imithetho, abantu can track back. Simple. Yazi abantu amaphoyisa kuthiwa nje uhulumeni wethu ube bold enough. Look, njengamanje ama-security officers are on the ground. Home Affairs SAPS ba on the ground. Kuthiwe ekeni mancane, let's do this as government. So kwenza bekwenze abantu bekubona. I can tell you abantu will stop this. Because they can see government now. Government is doing it. Yabo. Mangazi okwana khona, I think I was in Joburg. There was a day where umkhwanazi led amaphoyisa point.
Yes, I remember. Yes.
That, yeah.
Who excited abantu?
Yes, I remember.
Very excited abantu. Abantu say labo yizo.
Yeah.
Yabo. But that thing, if it can have a consistency, trust me, why would South Africans be marching to invade a point if amaphoyisa are doing it and seen to be doing it? Not just ticking the box, be seen as doing it. Yeah. So I'm saying leadership is required here. So that kuphele yonke into eyenzakalayo, because if abantu be feel government awenzi lutho, then uzoba ne problem less now nje manje.
Yeah, but then can we conclude based on my question ukuthi, can I conclude ukuthi, but abantu that are part of these marches do not really understand
Not more.
the classification of foreign nationals ukuthi onje legal, onje akekho legal, and so on.
Look, not bonke. Because some understand, some don't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, March.
Yeah.
In a march, kunomuntu ongena kwimarch azokwenzakalani. That's a fact.
What happened behind?
Yeah, abantu bahamba. Yabo?
Yeah.
Dressing stage, mntu afuna sese moya. Ithi topic.
Yeah. No, I've heard that many times when I'm listening to it.
And there's one stage is to
Ngifonile angani uthi ngikhuluma ngani.
Ngiphathi ashi igama lomsakazo. Angicishe nganisho igama lomsakazo. Athi ngisenda nokuthi ithi topic umsakazo. Phakathi. So nawe imashi ke mfethu. You get abantu abanjalo. Othi ihamba nje imashi.
Athi I know, kulungile. Yeah.
Omethi, "Ribu skipper, akazi niyaphi wenzakalani?" Ngafuna skip.
No.
So now ngiqonda ukuthi ke mfethu vele khona funa abanye bazongena kwimarch to create anarchy.
Yeah.
Yabona? And abanye ngena kwimarch because enye lekhona singahamba siye same direction. But it doesn't mean siyandawona.
Yeah.
So kunabantu abazongena kwimarch for other motives.
Yeah.
Yabo? Because siyasingaka kwimarch sithi hayi sifuna iawareness kuhulumeni. Khona othi yabona manje la. Ngifuna indlela yokuyilutha lapha. Story yasazi funa usilutha. Athi lapha ngizongena ngalaba lapha.
Yeah.
Hayi umuntu akezile kwimarch ehamba nani. Kodwa nimoto ehamba nani nini. Kodwa uyazi ithicket yakhe ungestory sena ufika ulutha. So you get those things. Yabo? So akusho wonke umuntu osokwimarch uyi understand kwenzakalani. So that's the question.
You are always as you have rightfully said, part of most of the matches, I wouldn't say all, most of them. Sometimes I see when I'm watching the news and the matches, kuba ngizoyibiza nge-screening, on the spot screening of abantu. Apha amaphepha akho, we understand. But you find ukuthi lesi screening or lokubuzwa kwalamaphepha, it is just a civilian, and more than a civilian, a person who's not even an official of Home Affairs. Personally, ngisanda kufunda ukuthi kunomuntu ongayona South African oba nayi ID. Ngisanda ukufunda njengoba ngimdala kangaka. But eyakhe kuthiwa kuba nezinamba ezihlukayo ezivezayo ukuthi akazalelwanga la eSouth Africa. Yes, kuthiwa kuba nezinamba ezihlukayo. Bengingakwazi. So as a leader, as you said ukuthi you have an oath and you make sure ukuthi you are operating within umthetho. Kukuphatha kanjani as a leader ukuba among those people that you are seeing them beyo screena umuntu and doing what should be done by a government official?
Awungiphathi kabi. Because our government is not doing anything about it. That's a problem I'm saying. We can't blame abantu because, as I said, anarchy is triggered by government. So when there's leadership, you create a vacuum of anarchy. Now, end of the day, abantu out of frustration are then doing that. Here's an example. Yabona into ofuna sikhulume ntobe ithi yabona asikwazi ukuthi hlale endlini sonke. Kungena icriminal la ekhaya. Sixabane sodwa ngecriminal engaphakathi la ekhaya. Uthi kumele siyenzeni? Sixabane sodwa. How? Because right now, as a country, we are at a stage where we are fighting amongst ourselves about a criminal engene endlini yethu siyifamily. Fangabe thina sikhuluma sodwa guys, lo msebenza kanjani? Akahambi. But siyabanga sixabana sodwa. Uyabona why ukhona abantu abathena no miyekeni hayi no right hayi usuke swelana hayi ama rights akhe into ama rights akhe. Uyacabanga ukuthi ungena endlini yakho. You start about rights. Someone ongene uyamathi into engene endlini niyafika as a family userepha ingane la ekhaya, but someone says no nama rights yamiyeke phela amaringa menzi lutho. Ama emotions at that moment can trigger to do izinto that ordinarily you wouldn't do. So now uyahamba bosisikhathi abantu bafuna ama document kubantu baba namaphoyisa besha abantu na indawo nama drugs kusha abantu athi amaphoyisa asinayo I warrant yokusesha. Then, if kunomuntu othi kune crime la, how come ipolice uthi ngikwazi ukusesha? Angekutshela kune crime yenzekala. No such as ayikho thina ngeke uthi na utshela ukuthi nama drugs la. Ufuna warrant of searching wena. Ngiyatshela kuthiwa ngena la uthi camera. Police can get there and search.
But I get you ukuthi ipolice can get there and search, but again njengoba ushilo ukuthi angithi umuntu on your oath. So angikhulumela amaphoyisa ngikaze ngibe iphoyisa, but lisuke lingazivikeli iniphoyisa ukuthi mangena la ngisesha ngingatholi lutho, then lo muntu is going to come for me ukuthi yini ebengiyeza kwayona imvumo ukuthi ngize ngingene in their private space to search.
Awukho umthetho othi phasa ungena. Look, if iphoyisa line information, but remember awukwazi ukuthi ngathiwa wena la kunengane la kidnapiwe la ngaphakathi. Ilanga phakathi ingane kidnapiwe. Ithi iphoyisa the law doesn't allow me. No such a thing. Go tell me which law says iphoyisa uma kune information ethi kune crime yenzekala kwazi ungena. Someone must tell me, because abantu are easy to interpret laws the way they suit them. There's no law that says iphoyisa kwazi ungena endaweni ngoba kune crime yenzekala. Uyatshela kune crime la ingane yarisho la ngaphakathi.
Okay.
Iphoyisa will say no angikwazi ungena emzini womuntu ngenayi warrant of arrest. Ingane yarisho manje ngiyakutshela ingane yakhala ngaphakathi.
Okay. No. Umbuzo wami uphendule eluthi akuphathi kabi wasunaba, so ngeke ngisagcina on this issue. Ngiconcerned mhla ka 30 June birthday yami yabo. So that is why it's my biggest concern. It's my birthday and bangihlelela okukhulu la kwi podcast radio and stuff, but kunomoya esuzwayo ovunguzayo othinta umhla ka 30 June. in your platforms as the Action SA, mawuhlangene with your people, because you are always there, part of most of the marches. Sikhanyisele in layman's language. What is it about umhla ka 30 June kwenzakalani?
Mfowethu, afike ngumqiniso phambi kwabantu.
Yeah.
Anginalwazi enqabamanga. Ngeke ngiqabanga ngithi ngiyazi kwenzakalani ngoba I've never engaged in any of leaders. Ngami ngibuka nje nokubuka nawe. Uyabona? I've never interacted about mhla ukwenzakalani and all those things. Angikwazi ukuma nani. I must be honest because even uJacinth we never engaged naye about that. Gizwe we never engaged about that. Phambi sasikhuluma naye sikhuluma naye ezinye izinto but never spoke about that. Maybe unomphako mhlawumbe to question them guys what is all about ngoba angazi ngempela fuqamanga yabona and abantu bane right yokuba worried about it and I think nami ngingathi kumele ngabe angibuzile by now honestly because bakhuluma ngakho abantu nami angazi ukuthi nani ngenqamba amanga kodwa engakusho mina ngesingami I hope is not there's no intention to harm anyone. That's my hope.
Okay.
Because if this approach, it will be very bad for our country.
Yeah, I think just to be fair, Connie video Jacinth had that I released on Facebook. Echaza ukuthi umhla ka 30 June akusho ukuthi usuku lokutapa akusho ukuthi usuku lokuhlokeza ubugebengu nokushaya abantu. She goes on and on echaza ukuthi akulona usuku lokukhohlakala. But I was a little bit worried as well ngomhla ka 30. I'm gonna be honest, not because it's my birthday mina, because I'll be out of the country. I'm going in Africa. On the day I'll be elsewhere in Africa, and I was thinking to myself, angeke bathi nangu South African umZulu on top of that. Oh my God.
I did say ukuthi umuntu in narrative yakhe I driver ama interest akhe a personal. So now man, you're proving me right. Your opposition to umhla ka 30 is because it's your birthday. Your opposition to 30 is because you're out of the country. So you're proving me right. Ama interest are driven by your personal circumstances, not the country. So some of you,
I didn't say I'm opposed to it.
No,
let me just put that. I don't think Joel said he's opposed to it either. I didn't say we only ask
support.
questions. I didn't say my view.
No, but on a serious note, here's my take. Whatever happens, abantu bakithi must never ever think of anarchy and looting. We come from a very painful past, July unrest, that destroys our economy.
Yes.
People lost jobs, people died.
Yeah.
We don't want to go back there. It was a painful scenes. Aqala engathi kumdlalo. And a problem kunabantu who are driving their own agendas. But unfortunately, the consequence of that actions ashiya abantu abaningi unemployed because some businesses couldn't even come back.
Very true, but
And baningi abantu who suffered. So asingavumeli ukuthi le fight is a good fight against illegal immigration. Ilima is what we have. Ngoba you know kwesinye isikhathi abantu uzathi umuntu hayi no even igiving ukuthi hayi nozoganga emhlanga ngoba belungu yabo which is a very serious argument mofika lapha sokuthanda ndawo emnyama lapha yabo nawuthi momlungu so what why kumele alimale yena yabo namaginsi athi ayisoshaya indawo zabelungu hayi yabo but nalokho it putting abantu abaningi in danger usiyangena emzini nomuntu la udaka unengane zakhe bayihlalele sibe mabe sedutshulwana sokulimala abantu ngokuthi nobuthi hayi yoshaya abanye abantu so namanje ke unfortunately the danger about lento eyenzeka njengamanje ecabanga ukuthi sibe careful ngayo. We are now leading towards tribalism and getting very stronger slowly, and I think I'm very careful of that because asingathi in what ngiqaleni, you know, we've got a criminal inside our country, inside the house. But now, Tina, we are busy instead of fighting criminal. Sibanga ukuthi wena uzala intombi yini wena uzala ekhaya wena hayi wena umlanjwana wena nasi gibengu la ngaphakathi ingabe sidila naso. So lento yenza njengamanje uyabona sibanga manje ukuthi kunamavenda kunamaZulu kunamaXhosa kunabesuthu kunabetswana all this debate akhona ngamanje yabo, and enye into fanele sibe careful kakhulu kuyona ile ukuthi kungenza ukuthi umuntu ongayizwa doesn't mean foreign because abanye literally ukuba nomuntu akukhulumele nje ongayizwa ngempela ke nje
Yeah.
yabo then next thing the second reaction is a foreigner because umuntu ongayizwa kanti umuntu ukhuluma isitswana awusazi isitswana
Very true.
but some
Very true.
people are afraid
No ukukhuluma isivenda
Yeah.
awusizwa
some
nhlobo.
people never been out of the country don't even know isivenda sikhulunywa kanjani ngoba kunabantu literally who grow up here in the province never engage someone from outside the province uma umuntu ukhuluma into angayizwa aningi ngakho kwesinye isikhathi futhi umuntu mangamzwa umuntu thina nemara amazulu makuno ayizwa bethu ayishangane le awuzwa ukuthi yini ukuthi ukhuluma ayizwa yabo we must be very careful of these things because it can create situation where we fight amongst ourselves and which is very dangerous ngoba edifana nani ifana namaculo kumamasha yabo kunamaculo ongamele siwasebenzise njengoba ngisho ukuthi mina I distance myself I had some engagement in fact when let me put this way when there was a song eyacula Eastern Cape I was uncomfortable angekho khona ke but as a leader we convene a meeting with Jacinth we engage on that issue and I'm grateful because she showed leadership in understanding the frustration of some people but me personally I had to sit down with her and say look let's talk about this ngoba asikwazi ukuthi silwa sifuna ama illegal foreigners ahambe but we seen as leaders sikhuluma ukuthi soshayishangane you understand because what it says amashangana West Africa
Sure.
and kunabantu literally who may think just because a leader is singing this so amashangana ayizitha zethu but emaculo ane history yawo ane meaning ane meaning yawo then but at the same songs abuya manje but abuya isikhathi sibi uyabona manje kufanele ukwazi uba sensitive over these times also ukuthi yes namaculo vele nganifana mahlele emakhaya mahlele sodwa uyabona sinako egcwele kuvala ngishanga neminyango uyabo those things are loosely said kodwa omunye ngaba insulted yeah but we grow up using those terms uyabona akhulumekayo nje loosely uyabona ukuthi wena ubeshanga njalo wena yabo but as friends sikhuluma sijoke it's fine but omunye umuntu ongalo understand language yethu masikhuluma may feel as if thina siyazonda amashangana young people must be careful and sensitive the timing of these things because in a space of amamarsh where abantu are having anger must be careful of what we say how we say it as well so I think we need to be very careful of that but I'm grateful even the Parliament Mthakathi apologized on that and committed with bangaculi again abaculi manje who shows ukuthi na balalela ukuthi no abantu these things bayibuye babaqondile bona ukuthi bakhuluma amashangane per se kodwa interpretation yaba kanjalo ngoba kunesimo nesikhathi yenza ngaso kodwa they apologized and they show leadership no look we now understand ukuthi abanye abantu is how they feel about it so I think into njengalezo nje kufanele siyibheke.
Yeah, I don't know. Those of you are still gonna go to other themes. I just want to make a comment, though.
It's because this is such a hot
I know.
topic. Yeah.
For me, it's not even a question. It's in line with what Budzwagele just said, which you know that I always get hot under the collar every time this happens when President Cyril Ramaphosa and his cabinet, ministers, they go and they say, because that's what they said in 2021. It has elements of tribalism. It has tribalistic elements. And that's what they said again now. That's what they're saying again now with the matches. And in all honesty, I do see people from all races. I listen to radio. You hear people from all tribes saying we are tired of illegal immigrants. And when someone says that, for me, it's annoying because it tells it what it says to me is that other races, or rather other tribes, must look at amaZulu as abantu abangafuni ukuthula abayinkinga eSouth Africa. And coming from the president and the cabinet ministers, for me that is annoying. I always get annoyed and I get angry and I wish I could engage him right then because from a leader you don't expect that because it becomes divisive because umuntu omXhosa umuntu owumSuthu usezobuka amaZulu njengabantu abanodlame, whereas there might be elements of that but the manner of approach, the how he says it, for me, it always tells me ukuthi bathi lezi ezinye inhlanga azivukela amaZulu ngoba amaZulu ayinkinga eSouth Africa.
I think it's true, but also AmaZulu, I think by nature, we are a nation that takes leadership on any situation. By also your majority, it's a fact. So makwenzeka izinto, you will find AmaZulu maningi, because baningi vele by nature. But also we take leadership. We are one more bigger in the way ningi. You will find ukuthi AmaZulu mayikhona will take leadership role, you know. So mhlawumbe lesidale ngayo. But you're quite correct. It's unfair to hear our leaders always reduce everything. Because, look, being patriotic, loving your country, can't be xenophobic, but for it can't be. I disagree. Just by saying, I love my country and I'm prepared to protect my country, you can't call me xenophobic. So the fight we are in right now is for those South Africans who are saying, we'll do whatever it takes to protect our country. We love our country so much that we can't have illegal foreigners moving around our country. Now, you can't then say it's about AmaZulu. Uhemen unangani Ishangan, our president, right? And he's leading this fight against illegal immigration. You know, it is clear. When I take over Johannesburg, there'll be no space for illegal foreigners in Johannesburg. So, why didn't you reduce to AmaZulu? When kunama leaders, uNasiphi eTshwane, uMxhosa. She's leading the fight against illegal foreigners eTshwane as a mayor there. She's leading the fight. She's leading in the forefront of this fight. So, now, why then you reduce to AmaZulu when there are these leaders in Kulmangawo who are also singing the same song with AmaZulu abahambe la abantu in our country. So this is not about AmaZulu. This is about South Africans who are prepared to die for their country. Let me make an example. You know, I think AmaZulu is a thing. In all provinces, which province when AmaBhunu took umhlaba were still able to protect umhlaba wabo? Only one province. Only one province. And it's Ngonyama Trust, Ngonyama Land. Why? Because AmaZulu are forceful. No, this is our space. So by nature, ayikho province ekwazi ukuvikela umhlaba wayo like KZN. It's AmaZulu. Iya kune portion ongazi uyithinta. Iyakho AmaZulu akwazi ukuthi athi, "Hayi no, asingeni ima negotiation thina. Uma lo mhlaba ungavikelekile." Yabo. But all provinces imhlaba yangena phakathi kahulumeni. Yonke indawo, but here akwenzekanga. Yabo. Yiphi enye province ekwazi ukuvikela ubukhosi bayo opposed to AmaZulu? AmaZulu bonke manje bayabuka table. The kingdomship KwaZulu-Natal was protected by AmaZulu. Bavikela into yabo KwaZulu-Natal. Yabo. Yikho manje amanye ama-province ethi but why le nkosi yona ngathi ithisho ngendlela ehlukile amanye ngathi thina sithithwe ngendlela efanayo. But abasanawo, this is not the issue of government. AmaZulu can stand for something. And when AmaZulu stand for something, they unite. That's it.
Yeah. So I think we would not be doing justice if we just end it here without just touching on one. The issue of insourcing of security employees in eThekwini municipality. I think it is a victory for the people who are in that industry, but you are the person who understands it better than me. So ngifuna uyichaze hayi ngolimi lepolitiki in a layman's terms ukuthi yini le ichaza ukuthini.
Angiqale la. One, mina angifuni ukunyusa ama-hopes abantu ngento engekho.
Okay.
eThekwini municipality, as it stands, there is no decision for insourcing.
Okay.
No decision.
Right.
Let me give you a background. 2023, Action SA moved a motion
Okay.
for insourcing.
Right.
And that motion passed by council, by majority.
Okay.
It went for comprehensive assessment ukuthi a feasibility of insourcing in terms of cost, manpower, etc. It was done. The report was tabled back in council in 2024. It was around February. But the report came back and said, currently we're spending 1.3 billion rand on security, outsourced services. If we insource, it would cost the city about 3 billion rand per annum. So currently the city is spending about 110 million rand to outsource services in terms of security guards. We all know what guards. Let's be honest, you can't tell me Mutama security are earning 1.3 billion rand in this city. You know, as we see it, we've got about 4,995 guards outsourced within the city. Now, you do your maths. You can't tell me that money on security. The city will be spending maybe 45,000 rand per guard, but the guard will end up getting 7,000 rand or 6,000 rand out of 45,000 rand. So most of the budget goes to a entrepreneur who got this tender. Now, in Mobuga report, the city argues the cost of benefits to these individuals. Now, hence, as Action SA said, but this doesn't make sense. The argument about giving someone dignity and benefit, because I'm a benefit, how many dignity your mood. Now you can have medical aid. Now you can have maybe car allowance, whatever benefit you may have. But why it's so problematic to give these people who are protecting our infrastructure as a city, to give them those benefits? Why not? You know, when you say it's so expensive. So then emotionally, though it was passed, but they said it's not practical to implement in so simple. It's going to be expensive. This was an issue. Then 2025, we also move another motion. Again, AIT akube ne unit within Metropolis. It brings insourcing. That motion didn't pass. That motion was defeated by council by majority. Was moved by Action SA. Now, this budget. So we draft budget. It's a PUMA. EFF said they won't support the budget if you're not insourcing. Now, for them, you know, just rhetoric, political speech. Okay, fine. Now, what ANC did, ANC played EFF. Go EFF. I'm not sure number this is number. I must be honest. And I assume it's this. Why you can explanation about now? So what they did, my recommendation, amongst the recommendation, kuna clause 80, then a council resolve ukuthi kwenziwe a comprehensive feasibility study. Kuma yenze last week with council meeting. Comprehensive feasibility study kumele yenziwe ukubheka feasibility of insourcing, right? Now mind you ngitheni kwena yenziwe into last year. The very same thing ebhalela yenziwe last year. And the EFF in the city we ask. This report before we council, that's what we ask.
Okay.
Meaning EFF had sight of this report even we ask before we council last year. Now, how can someone who's sober-minded, who's clear, who can read English, abuke that clause as insourcing of security guards? Then, what I did, in my speech, I did say, as Action SA, yes, he supported the budget. I mentioned other things as I supported budget, including what I call my insourcing. Because I was broad to more than just security guards. I talked plumbers, electricians, because a lot of my spend my plumbers outside. Now, but I was more focused on security guards and cleaners as well. This budget still failed to talk about insourcing. And meaning more money is spent. If you insource, you save money. But this budget talks about still billion rands for outsourcing of the services. I made it in my speech. Now, after council meeting, and when EFF spoke with council, kusho bona ukuthi bypass budget ngoba ikhuluma nge-insourcing. ngiyokuthi isingisi sabashaya lapha yani
All right.
ngoba ayikho kuyajena umayor when tabled i-budget post debate umayor table i-budget now here's the thing mfowethu umayor mayithisha i-budget uqale asho ama priorities and key achievement of this budget you won't find a word from the mayor ekhuluma nge-sourcing, not even a word on security, a word. Now i-budget monzi i-budget ibudget ayifani ne-report. I-budget talks to ukuthi nanka amanzi will distribute la manzi emphakathini wase-Hammarsdale. La manzi lazo kubiza malini. So we are budgeting 100 million for this ward. That's a budget. We'll build umgwaqo osuka kule section yale section. How much is for this road? We will buy a computer for its staff. Angaka. So how much? Now the city then table 75 billion rand budget. Now this budget is 75 billion rand. Each and every cent is attached to something of millions. I think it's a budget, open-ended. Now, nowhere in the budget, you will find a section that talks about employing 5,000 security guards. Nowhere.
Okay.
I've challenged EFF.
So, Nje, in short, there is no insourcing.
At a moment, there is no insourcing. Insourcing yokwenza mhlawumbe party action SA eThekwini. Ngoba ngeke ziyenzeke lamaqembu akho nje ngamanje. Yabona mina I feel sad with leaders of the EFF were bold enough to come out of that meeting and mislead umphakathi because that is a motive issue. Kunabantu ngempela who had high hopes ukuthi look, finally we're in. Which is unfair. Very unfair. And I hope the EFF can apologize for what they've done, honestly. Because I've been challenging them. Get Bati Ibona move motion. I said, I'm a records a council. And Nanka motion action SA, Vizana win. I charge him social media. Till to date, not a motion from 2021 to date. Not a single motion. Now I'm deploy EFF. If I come out born. Not a single motion. Now, how can you claim a victory echo? Yeah, but Mina as action SA, we can't even say they stole our victory. Because there's no victory. There's no victory. They didn't steal anything from us. But they misled Mpagati. But they passed the budget because of 5,000. And they made a statement, made some infographic, it was flying all over. About get excited. And very sad. You can call any leader of eThekwini, any party business. Can you tell us what you call any item insourcing of security guards? Or 5,000 security to be insourced? There's no such. And then how can you recommend it computer studies They know what EFF has short memory. They can't recall. Because last day is like Izolo of it. Man. I have a copy. I can send you after this meeting and share with you about this discussion. You can see a study. Sends you, see it's detailed. You can recall. It's already done. So, unfortunately, kubantu security. On behalf of just leadership eThekwini, but I'm part of leaders anyway. I think we must apologize for a reckless statement by the EFF. Bengamele kwenze kanjalo, and abantu must rest assured ukuthi insourcing will come one day because we keep fighting. It will happen one day, but kule budget le phaswe manje there is no insourcing. They must rest abantu bakithi.
Sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I think it's the right place to end it. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have just one question, just to wrap it up. In November this year, local government elections are coming. And I always hear people, maybe you've heard this, I'm not sure if they say it to your face, maybe I'll be the first person to say it to your face, I don't know. But I always hear people, hey, and they comment even on your status, and people love you. But when it's time to vote, they go and vote for other people.
Dogozo. They vote for Dogozo.
I've got my theory for that one, and I'll tell you later after Usupenduli Lumbu's. But what I would want to know right now, why should people vote for Action SA? What will be different when Action SA runs eThekwini? When you've got a councillor that is Action SA, because those are the elections that we esobe siyabona abantu abasithinta impilo zethu in practical terms. Hayi ukuthi abantu abaqhamuka nepolicy, it's bread and butter issues. So why should they vote
I think
Action
first
SA?
of all, to Action SA, I think is the only party that's committed to service yomphakathi. And I'll qualify my statement in this way. Action SA didn't do well in my election, past election. But we never vanish. We've been here. We never, because our goal was never ukuthi it's about the seat in legislature. It was about saving the people of this province. And we continue to save abantu bako province. This on its own should tell abantu ukuthi as long as iqembu eliqhamuka makunokhetho after election nyamalale. We never disappeared, we've been here, we've been fighting nabantu on the street. It is why even after that we still went to court. Took Umasipala to court. We've been fighting issues against corruption in Umasipala eThekwini. We've been doing the in we province. We expose issues of gender nutrition,
Yes.
you did that. We've been fighting. We should meet a bedler. Who was fighting that issue? It's actually say outside legislature. We fought many issues. And Zega in legislature because we realized there's no more oversight. The GPU consumed other parties. And then there's no more accountability to those in government. But we said, no, we're going to take initiative. So now, abantu understand ukuthi, imagine if this organization had just fought so much for all these things, when given power, how much work we can do. But also, we provide ethical leaders. On Saturday, I'm having a meeting where I'm inviting people who want to join Action SA, people who want to be candidate of Action SA. But one of the things I'm emphasizing ukuthi umwelonisela was a seventh. Because I can't work nabantu where I must watch ukuthi ucabanga manje ufuna ukwenzani and all those things. We want ethical leaders. So that's on its own. And I can tell you mfethu, yabona mawukhuluma ukuthi abantu bayafana but mase belapha benza eyodwa bayantshontsha. Example, Etwane, one MMC of Action SA was mentioned in Madlanga Commission. What we did as leadership, because I still don't say the highest touch of the party, we wrote to the councillor, who's an MMC, we said, give us reasons. First of all, explain. Then they show up and and give us reasons why we can't suspend you. And she came back and asked for his extension. I said, no. What extension? Either you know or don't know. Simple as that, And then next thing, try to explain. But not convincing. Within 48 hours, she was removed. We never said, no, we're going to wait to hear side. No. Clear. This is a person, simnike chance aphendule ngayo, but it shows lo collaborated la. So then, izama libuya uligcina kwa Action SA, take it out. So if benye organization lo muntu abasebenza namanje or ngabe ususpend uyahola kodwa, you didn't do that. So ngikukhuluma umehluko ke manje ke of Action SA practically ukuthi masikuma ama ethics khuluma ngani and why we want to say leaders who come to us must understand ukuthi we are here ukusebenzela umphakathi wakithi, we are here to put South Africa first. So ngicabanga ukuthi Action SA njengamanje obuka amongst the parties is the only party that really understand the plight of South Africans and can demonstrate practically ukuthi abantu why must vote for Action SA. Ngoba ekugcineni uma ukhuluma infrastructure for eThekwini, we thought about SUA, we didn't just make noise. It's cost to get enkantolo. Abanye bethi nah abakunakile lento leyana. But we took fight. You say umuntu eThekwini njengamanje must be proud of having a part of Action SA that with limited resources, with 4 councillors, we challenge Masipala. You go to a agenda, you will never find Action SA missing that agenda. Engaging on the agenda. Kuna maqembu mfoka baba that ever since I've been a councillor, I've never heard them speaking. Never speak. Even during budget debates, they don't speak. So there's a lot that is out there that Action SA brings on the table. I can take an hour if I can go to each and everything that I believe, because I have to go to a manifesto, which is too long. But a lot should be offered at Tewind, for example. If you ask me, normally should do Newcastle, there's a lot,
Sure.
But I think in simple terms, when Abantu would actually say they will vote for a party is caring and have ethical leadership as core values, we believe and also the issue of fairness. We believe in fairness in terms of all process must be fair, But also, voting actually say you're voting for insourcing because it's what you're talking about. You're voting for insourcing. You're voting for the long topic is illegal immigration. You're voting for someone who can clean the cities on immigration. But also, I think one must say this. It is painful as a politician and a leader. South Africans have a tendency of abusing politicians when they are always available to help. Ngoba ayikho ebuhlungu njengokuthi whenever people call, you stand up and help. You never ask a question. You never ask ukuthi ugqoke iskipper. I will help you. But as a politician as well, I'm not charity organization. So my sustainability in politics is votes. So abantu abaqonda ukubaleka ukuvota election essay then ucela usizo nakuyona. Because it goes both ways. Because akusizi ukuncoma action essay on social media. When you go to vote, you don't vote action essay. Because end of the day, the work I'm doing now is because someone else voted for me.
Sure.
But for me to continue doing this work, then it means now I must vote election essay. Because if you don't vote election essay, I won't be back in that seat. Then who's going to help you? So you vote for the very same parties. Okhala ngawo. And enye lenza abantu ile uthi umuntu they vote for a councillor namhlanje ndobeko 2 weeks ba protest sisamathi abafuna councillor. But ayakho ngani abantu bangene by vote majority.
Sure.
Abantu abafundi local government election. It's not about the party sometimes, it's about the individual kumvotelayo. Now, khona abantu abacabanga ukuthi they are obliged to vote for this party, kanti you have to look at the caliber of a person omvotelayo ngoba uyazokusevisa as a councillor, yabo. So ngicabanga ukuthi action yikho ngithena our processes also go through vetting. Because we don't want to give abantu candidates that are criminals. Then why we do vetting, Obviously, abantu bangabantu. Umuntu uyaphunyuka nje, yabo. Uma siphunyukile but masimbambe ithi usiphunyukile sidila naye.
Sure.
Yabo. Kufanele sebenzise izembe. Akumele ulokhu uyalena le, kufanele sebenzise izembe ukuthi manje sikhangilezi asiphume. Yabo. So ke ngicabanga ukuthi abantu if they go and vote la KwaZulu-Natal, they will know ukuthi this organization abangakwazi ukuthi barely kuyona bayithembe ukuthi izokwazi ukwenza umehluko empilweni zabo.
You know what I think, Budzwagan? I think you are too honest to be a politician. People want lies.
True.
How do you fight lies with the truth? How do you fight promises that will never be kept with something that is saying, no, I can give you only this. And someone, no, but I'll give you this much. They know they will never give you this much. So I think that's the problem. People tend to love lies.
I think there's a book, I think I can't feel mistaken in that book. It says, inka ngepolitiki ukuthi abantu vote for someone osho into abafuna ukuyizwa.
Yes.
Not into kumele yenzeke.
Yes.
So he made an example. Ethi abantu when uyi-politician ucampaigner uzothi kubona hambani niyofunda niqede ema-college nizothola umsebenzi ngeba kuvotele. They will vote for someone ozothi mangena mina ngizoniqasha. So ongezukusho ukuthi you must go to hard work. Whatever ozokuthola masengena uyiphambili you must work for it. Bafuna ukuthi nje hayi ngizothola yonke into masengena uyipower. And iqiniso ukuthi abantu will vote for this person osho into ekuziyenzeke futhi impossible to yenzeke, because for you to be employed you must earn, you must learn, you must be educated, to skill for that job. So umuntu uthi mangena mina ngiqasho plumber ngizoba ngoplumber nonke engantsheli hamba niyofunda iplumbing ngizokutela yena but lozothi yabona nina hamba niyofunda iplumbing khona mangena mina nibe nama skills are relevant to marketing ngizoqasheka abamfuni ke loyo ke ngoba ufuna lo qamba manga athi nonke lazoba ngoplumber angasho kanjani because mangena uyipower you can't be a plumber ngoba ufuna iplumbing. So unfortunately it's who I am. You're quite correct. And I always get that criticism. I don't know if it's good or bad criticism, but I'm always getting you're too honest to be in politics. Now I'm getting boy and I'm just getting yes. I
could have lied a little bit there.
You know, in politics, I always say this. Mina, one thing I'm telling you, I'd rather be a poor politician than a compromised politician. I always say that. You know, lento ukuthi so kumele uhamba usaba ngiyithi mina yazi lebhlunza sopolitiki bafowethu ileyo ukuthi sometimes abantu bangena kwi power for self enrichment and in that process you compromise the very same people offer kwi power ngoba ukuze wena ube rich as a politician then kusho someone umontshontsha imali uncisha umuntu amanzi umathola amanzi ngisho umuntu umgwaqo ngisho umuntu ugesi ungenagesi ngisho umuntu ama service omathola kumasipala because wena imali ntshontshiwe ukuthi ibudget masuyenziwe ngale ke budget isu align for something
Sure.
manje ntshontshiwe esenzeke into efuneka yenzeke ngoba untshontshiwe wena iportion le budget le so yiko ngithi kwesinye isikhathi ngithi mina maybe it's difficult ngoba I don't believe mina at any day I will find myself kuthiwa sengithukile makuthiwa usars ufuna into zakho there must be lifestyle audit. If I believe me ukuthi all portion must have lifestyle audit. In fact I believe me ukuthi for someone to enter my office there must be lifestyle audit. Siphila kanjani? Where do I make mine? If I have a business, ngiqala business. That must be honest with. You know, even I'm running a business. I must be transparent. How is business? Yeah, what type of capital is business? Or we can't just boom. Well, so there must be trace. You day. Okay, now phila kanje. Yeah, be transparent ngempilo yakho. Oh, umuntu abe cancela khethe ehlale khona ehlala eKenty Road umuntu ehlala eMkhukhwini next thing usekhotha icancel ehlala eMhlanga within 6 months ehlala eMhlanga. Yabo sefika nje qwa.
Mhlawumbe uyarenta. Haw.
It's fine but imali ecancel
Affordability.
you can't afford. That's the thing.
Grade Mhlanga.
Oh well phela mina ngikwazi hola malini so.
Mina ngisho. Mina I'm not against politician living impilo ephezulu.
Yeah.
But I be clean. That's all. I'm not against politicians can drive nice cars, can buy big houses, millions is fine. But I be legit imali oyenze ngayo. That's all.
I get you.
Here's Mr. Zwagale Mngcango, leader of Action SA in KZN. Thank you so much for coming through, my good sir. It was a beautiful chat.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Sibonga nje ne podcast ukuthi iyakhula. Siyabona iyakhula and I hope nabantu abayibukayo they will keep watching this podcast because it not just come with rhetoric. It's about engaging and more educational. I think sebalekile ukuthi we are used to izinto ezihleba abantu yabona gossip ekhuluma amagama abantu here they discuss izinto ezikhulisa umqondo womuntu nawe mawubuka i-podcast ufunde something ungathi nje hayi bekhethwa abantu kube trend ukuthi bekhethwa abantu abanye ama-podcast they trend just because kuyi ngobani so malaphendwe naye then you trend ngalokho nina you trend with the good content.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Uzwakele Mngcango very active on socials. Salusubatshela ukuthi mapha ama social media platform utholakala kanjani?
Khona konke Facebook uzwakele Mngcango, TikTok uzwakele Mngcango, Twitter uzwakele Mngcango. Khona konke.
Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and also to comment. Siyabonga.